Did you know that nearly all deaths after age 75 come down to just a handful of causes? Many people believe that passing away at an advanced age is simply part of nature, but the truth is different. Most fatalities in later life are not inevitable, they come from preventable risks. Risks that often go unnoticed until it is too late. By the time warning signs appear, health may already have declined, leaving fewer options for recovery. But if you understand these dangers now, you can take steps to protect yourself and extend your life in ways you may not have thought possible. In this video, we're going to explore the 5 leading causes of death after 75, the conditions responsible for nearly every fatality in this age group. Some of them you might expect, others may surprise you, but all of them share one thing in common. They can be reduced, managed, and in many cases, prevented. These aren't just statistics. They represent real people, real families, and real choices that determine whether the later years of life are filled with struggle or lived with independence, strength, and peace. Stay with me until the end, because these 5 causes are not a life sentence. By making small but meaningful changes, countless older adults have reduced their risks, regained confidence, and added years, sometimes decades, of healthy living. The decisions you make today can shape whether you remain strong, active, and independent in the years ahead. Let's begin. The first and most common cause is heart disease. It remains the #1 killer of people over 75, yet it's also one of the most preventable. The heart is a muscle, and like any muscle, it thrives when cared for but weakens if neglected. The danger is that problems often build quietly. Many people assume fatigue, slowing down, or shortness of breath are simply part of aging. But these can be warning signs of a struggling heart. High blood pressure is one of the greatest hidden threats. It silently wears down arteries, forcing the heart to work harder, and yet there are no obvious symptoms until a crisis strikes. That's why so many end up in the hospital suddenly, after feeling fine just days before. Diet is another major factor. Years of processed foods, excess salt, and unhealthy fats slowly clog arteries and restrict circulation. It's not only about avoiding the bad, it's about nourishing the heart with healthy choices like fresh vegetables, whole grains, and omega-rich foods. And then there's movement. The heart is not meant to sit still. Even gentle activity like walking, stretching, or light exercises keep circulation strong and the heart resilient. Too often, people believe heart disease is simply fate, but the truth is that daily choices play a far greater role than age or family history. Taking care of your heart now can protect you for years to come. As we age, balance, strength, and reaction time naturally decline. But because the change is gradual, many do not notice the risk until it is too late. Worse still, the fear of falling often leads people to limit their movement, which only makes muscles weaker and balance worse. It becomes a vicious cycle, but falls are not inevitable. Strengthening the legs and core, practicing balance, and making small adjustments at home such as better lighting, removing loose rugs, and adding handrails can dramatically lower risk. Even reviewing medications with a doctor is important, since many prescriptions cause dizziness or drowsiness. Taking steps to prevent falls today can preserve mobility, confidence, and independence for years to come. The third major cause is respiratory disease. Breathing is something we hardly think about until it becomes difficult. With age, lungs naturally lose efficiency, and even minor problems can quickly turn serious. Conditions like chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, or COPD, gradually narrow airways and make breathing harder. Many older adults dismiss coughing, wheezing, or shortness of breath as just getting older, when in fact, they are warnings that the lungs need support. Pneumonia is another major threat. What begins as a simple cough or mild infection can escalate into a life-threatening illness because older immune systems are less able to fight off bacteria and viruses. Poor air quality also contributes. Pollution, dust, secondhand smoke, and even indoor irritants like mold or pet dander can make symptoms worse. Protecting your lungs doesn't have to be complicated. Staying active helps expand lung capacity. Using air purifiers, avoiding smoke, and ensuring good ventilation indoors makes a difference. And staying current with vaccines for flu and pneumonia provides strong protection against severe illness. Strong lungs are essential for strong living, and with simple habits, they can stay healthier far longer than most people realize. The fourth leading cause is stroke. Few events are as sudden and devastating. In an instant, a stroke can change everything, leaving a person paralyzed, unable to speak, or dependent on others. It is one of the leading killers after 75, but the encouraging truth is that up to 80% of strokes can be prevented. Strokes occur when blood flow to the brain is blocked or when a vessel bursts. High blood pressure is the biggest culprit, silently weakening vessels over the years. Irregular heart rhythms, such as atrial fibrillation, are another hidden danger, allowing blood clots to form and travel to the brain. What's frightening is that many people have these conditions without realizing it. But with regular checkups, both can be identified and managed. Lifestyle matters, too. A healthy diet, regular activity, and good hydration all keep circulation strong. Warning signs like sudden weakness, slurred speech, blurred vision, or confusion should never be ignored, even if they fade quickly. Acting immediately can mean the difference between recovery and lasting damage. The key is awareness and prevention, because once a major stroke happens, there is no turning back. Finally, the fifth cause is cognitive decline. Unlike the others, this one unfolds slowly and often quietly. Small lapses in memory or focus may seem harmless at first, but over time, they can grow into dementia or Alzheimer's disease, conditions that threaten not just independence, but survival itself. Cognitive decline makes it harder to manage basic health needs. Forgetting medications, leaving food uncooked, or wandering outside at night all put life at risk. The heartbreaking truth is that many people don't recognize the early signs until decline has already set in. But there are ways to protect brain health. Mental activity, reading, learning, solving puzzles, or even having meaningful conversations keeps the brain sharp. Physical exercise is just as important, increasing blood flow and protecting memory. Social interaction is vital as well. Isolation and loneliness speed up decline dramatically, and diet plays a role too. Foods rich in omega-3 antioxidants, and vitamins support brain function, while processed foods and sugar increase inflammation. The brain, like any muscle, responds to care and use. With consistent habits, you can keep your mind clearer and stronger for many more years. So let's take a step back. Heart disease, falls, respiratory illness, stroke, and cognitive decline, these 5 causes are responsible for nearly every death after 75. But none of them are guaranteed. None of them are unchangeable. The choices you make each day, what you eat, how you move, how you engage with others, can make the difference between years of struggle and years of vibrant independence. Aging is unavoidable, but how you age, that part is still in your hands. Small changes today build the foundation for a stronger tomorrow. Even one choice, a healthier meal, a short walk, a phone call with a loved one, can set you on the path toward a longer, fuller life. Your health is your greatest gift. Protect it, nurture it, and cherish it. Because every day is a new opportunity to stay strong, stay independent, and keep living life on your own terms. Thank you for joining us today. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Share in the comments one small step you'll take to protect your health. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us continue bringing you content that inspires and informs. Take care of yourself, and we'll see you in the next video.